Hello and welcome to Behind the Lens. I'm your host, costume designer and wardrobe stylist, Jessi. Let's hear it for the boys. In this video, I want to talk men's style types, how to find yours. I have another video talking about women's style types, and although there's a lot of similarities, there's definitely differences. Before I can help my clients, I really hone in on their style type. Otherwise, you are shopping blindly. You're buying stuff that maybe you have a good level of taste for, but if it's not right for the person and the message they're trying to give out to the world, it's just not going to work. They're not going to wear it. It's going to sit in their closet. They're going to feel like they have nothing to wear because when they put that piece on, it just doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel like them. Style type is definitely important also in the commercial world and the TV and film world. You want the story or, again, the message to make sense throughout. Sure, a commercial's 30 seconds, right? And a movie's more like 2.5 hours. So it's different, but you can totally get a grasp for the person or the character based on what they're wearing and if the style type is consistent throughout. A really good example that comes to mind is 50 Shades of Grey. So they're trying to make that character, Christian Grey, this, rich sex pot. And so you feel it. It just exudes from how he looks and what he wears. I mean, could you imagine if he was dressed in, all black and like black skinny jeans? You'd kind of be like, wait, what? I'm not following this. So, every little detail kind of matters, and that's where style type comes into play, which we're going to dive into a little bit further. Okay, so 5 main style types, the same for men and women, but then there's different subcategories for men and women that are different. The 5 style types are avant-garde, bohemian, chic, classic, and whimsical. Write that down. So amongst avant-garde, you have grunge, gothic, emo, kind of the indie Rick Owens vibes. You have like that rebel rock star or biker feel. Next we have bohemian. So that means glam rock, hippie, psychedelic, lumberjack, cowboy, or rugged. And for chic, you have the uniform man, the jet setter, the playboy, Christian Grey, or classy casual. Under classic, you have the uniform man again, minimalist, monochromatic, the sort of beatnik look, turtleneck and jeans, business casual, smart casual, that European kind of look, again, kind of Christian Grey, business formal, the yuppie sort of conservative chic, and then that playboy look, Christian Grey again. You get the vibe what I'm going for with him. Last, we have whimsical. That includes kind of your fashionista, your cottagecore, your vibrant, your soft boy, and maybe like a little dandy style. And scrum bro, my favorite. The best example for that is Pete Davidson. Now, I know that was a lot of words. There was a lot of explanation categories, some genres you don't even understand, some types you might not even understand. But that's where I come into play as far as translating it for my clients, whether it is a private client or a commercial or a character. So, how to find this style type when you're not going to know all of those words and just have them in your brain pop up. I will have my client pull pictures, tell me names of people, characters they like. Hey, I want to dress like Christian Grey. I know right away what that means. I can put words to it. I can help them understand where to shop, how the clothes should fit, and kind of understand how to have a full wardrobe that if you want to look like that every single day, that's what we're going to do. Of every guy that I have ever worked with, as far as a private client is concerned, not a single one would have been into making a mood board or Pinterest board of any kind, which is fine. I just gather images from things they say to me, or they might give me little Instagram accounts or like a word here or a character there, and then I compile it into a mood board, and then I send it to them and say, this is what I'm gathering from what you're telling me. Hopefully I'm on the right track. If not, I can tweak it, but this is kind of the vibe I feel like you're wanting to go for, so that we can obviously be on the same vibe, and so we can keep it consistent, and I can help them continuously hit that role, that mark of what they want to look like when they go out for work, for weekend, for dates, for travel. They want to The style type should be consistent in everything you do, in all that you dress for. And I find this so much fun as far as costume design is concerned when you are developing a character, because the character will do many things in a movie. They might not just be getting ready for one thing or another thing or one event that happens in the script. It's like, you know, maybe they're in their pajamas. Like, what do their pajamas look like? Or then they're going out for the day. Like, you might have very defined bits about this character that you just know you're going to dress them for, but then there's other moments in life that they'll be in clothes. You know, this character is going to run an errand. Like, what are they looking like to do so? And how is it different from the other character? Or how is it the same or different from other ways in which they're dressing in the film? I love that part. And don't forget, people can fall into a couple categories or a couple style types just so long as it's consistent. That is what will be the most important thing, to keep it consistent, so the client is always feeling happy when they're getting dressed, so that the character makes sense when they're getting dressed, so that it's just streamlined. Really, that's it. And the biggest thing to point out is when the shopping is happening, whether you're shopping for someone or an actor or a character or a private client, or they're shopping for themselves, a private client, so that you can say to them, these are the best brands and stores for you to shop at to hit the look that you want. You send them the mood board so they can keep it consistent. And when you're shopping online, you know, there's a bajillion options of everything. So that way they can filter easy. Hey, I only wear these colors. I only wear this style. I only wear, you know, this type of shirt. You can filter out. You can get what you want that's consistent with your look and then move on. And they're not, you know, sifting through thousands and thousands and thousands of options, because who has time for that? I mean, me, but not the client. So define the style type first, gather words, gather images, architecture, whatever, make the mood board and stick to it. You know, I'm going to talk about that dirty little T word, trend. I do not shop based on trend for my clients. I shop based on style type, based on their mood board, because some trends, sure, they might make sense for their style type, and that's great, and we may buy something trendy, but 9 times out of 10, probably not if it doesn't work for their style type. So there's that. I also really focus on quality for my male clients. I want them to buy stuff that they're going to have for a while. That's an investment piece, not fast fashion. Fast fashion makes sense here and there, but it's not going to make up the large portion of my clients' closets. All right, hit that subscribe button below. Talk to me in the comment section. I hope this all made sense. If you need further explanation or a visual of something, I would love to help you out. And I'll see you on the next episode of Behind the Lens.